All right, it is what happens. All right, I can't interrupt that. That's a hook, man. Well, that's kind of a big hook for a big fish. All right, now, copyright, might get the video taken down. Watch it as soon as you can, right? I'll have to post it with that clipped. I'm not going to because I have no edits. All right, it is Friday, November 21st, 2025. Tomorrow's the anniversary of the JFK assassination, when it all began and the coup began, but we won't get into that. Crypto markets, everybody's in panic. Bitcoin's close to $80,000. Could go to 75, 77, I don't know. Where's it gonna go? A lot of that comes from, I think, this yen carry trade unwind. Could be wrong, don't know. I just think there's a lot of leverage in these markets. Once you got the institutions involved in it, it's leveraged. I mean, it just is. I was reading something about MicroStrategy, now called Strategy, by Michael Saylor. He's buying up all this Bitcoin. And there's a ruling coming out in January, I think it's the 15th of January, where companies like his can be considered funds or a company. I can't, there's a distinction that's going to be made, and if it's made one way or the other, his company will have to, it won't be listed on certain indices, and therefore, people aren't going to buy it. That'll cause the price to go down, maybe some Bitcoin selling. There's just a lot of leverage built into it based on what government decides to do. So you see a lot of the prepping up for that, along with this yen carry trade unwind. If that continues, look out. But crypto, hey man, if you believe in it and you know what it is and you understand decentralized money, love you too. You understand the black and the pink. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah. Decentralized money that you can hold in your own possession. You might want to look at Litecoin. It's on sale, baby. On sale. I'm dressed up. I'm ready to do things today that I would not ordinarily do just to get me some more Litecoin. Just saying. When it's cold outside and there's a little chill, nothing warms you up like a little Dickens cider. Try Dickens cider. Keeps you warm on that cold day. All right, I'm not going to go any further with that, but Dickens cider. It's pretty good stuff. All right. I see that the real ID, this is interesting to me. I saw that, well, if you don't have, look at this. If you, on the screen even, if you don't have a real ID, you might have to pay $18, well, they're going to. You're going to pay $18, extra. You're getting charged to fly if you don't have a real ID. Now I'm thinking, wait a minute. We were told, like back in May or something of last year, that if you don't have a real ID, you can't fly. Now you can with a passport, that kind of thing. But they're still saying that if you don't have a real ID, it's okay. We'll just charge you $18 and you'll face scan and all the other stuff. So what gives you? Do you need the real ID or do you not need the real ID? The whole thing's bogus anyway. You should have the right to travel and, not be restricted like that. Just get a passport. Be done. Be your own country. Get that 5-star passport. So there's that. I saw that Illinois, well, earlier this week, Apple announced that they're going to allow digital IDs. Now, it's kind of, it's not really a digital ID. It kind of is, but it isn't. I think it uses the NFC technology, I think near field code or near field communication. So essentially what it does, like, you have your Apple Wallet, Apple Pay. You can, if you buy tickets to a concert or something, you can add it to Apple Pay. And so when you go to the scanners to get into the arena for the concerts, it just goes boop, you take your phone and do that kind of thing. You can do that with licenses now. In Illinois, the Secretary of State announced it, I think the day after Apple said they're supporting that digital ID thing. You can take your license and scan it and add it to the Apple thing, the Apple Wallet. Not everywhere takes it now, but that's what will happen. So it's kind of a transition to where you're still needing the physical ID. You're just kind of digitizing it on on the device, and then you can just have your device and anywhere you go. I mean, you're really not much further than going full blown, hey, you're already face scanning to open your phones. I mean, retina scanning. So once that's identified that that's you'll do it one time. Your phone will, man, a little rowdy today. I don't know, it's just like all over me. It must be the pink. I don't know what's going on. Ah, geez. So you'll be able to use your phone, since you'll be verified at one point somehow. I don't know how they're going to do it. And then your phone will be your identification. You'll just take it, boom, 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 wherever you go. So my point is they're ushering us into this digital ID system and making us comfortable with it, because that's where it's going. And then you'll have your social credit score tied to it and all the things, that make it fun and go full Black Mirror. And speaking of Black Mirror, I saw that there's an app called Two-Way. It's WAI, Two-Way. Like two-way communication. And what it allows you to do is you take somebody like Westwood. For 3 minutes, I'll say some things, like a little script and read it. They will... What is going on here? Hey. They will take your image, likeness, and create, a digital avatar, essentially. And then after you're dead, you can be talking and getting advice from grandma, because it'll be an AI-driven avatar of you and your presence, so to speak. Well, it won't be your presence, but I saw it working. It's pretty crazy. You'll be walking down, because people are asking AI for advice right now, and you can change the voice on some of these things. Imagine if it's grandma. Imagine if it's a spouse that's passed away, or whatever. Name anybody that captures, that does that 3-minute recording ahead of time. And it's like you're talking to them and they're answering just like AI does. And people are becoming kind of addicted to AI and thinking it's their friend. There's that movie Her, I think, with Joaquin Phoenix. This is like 10 years old. I don't know how old it is, but all of this has been telegraphed and people will get comfortable with that. And I get it. I see how it's going to happen. You're definitely going to lean on that, because it's always there. It always responds. It always gives you, the answers that you want to hear in the tone that you want to hear it. And just imagine, people, you could have great grandchildren that know you, but they don't know you. I mean, they think they know you through AI and the image that's presented on the screen. It's like you're talking to them. You get out of school, hey, grandma, how's it going? And grandma shows up like you're FaceTiming her on the phone, and all the movements. You've seen how AI works. It's hard to distinguish from reality. And we're getting sucked into this artificial matrix. We're already in it, but I mean, we're going full in. We're diving in. I mean, we might just be waist deep right now, but they want us all the way in, and they're giving us the tools. See, that's it. It's opt in. It's volunteer in. Everything's volunteer in when you really look at it. You are making a choice to, engage in it and to play the game. And go back to war games. The only way to win is to not play the game. And you have to realize what you're willing to embrace and what you're willing to not participate in. And that's where we're at. It will become a way of life. We will interact with artificial things and it will give us a feeling that it's real. But at some point there's that dystopian disconnect to where we're in that moment of silence and alone time where we realize this isn't fulfilling. This doesn't do it for me. And then we have the human tragedy of love and loss and all those things. And we're still going to crave those things, I think, the real emotions and the sensuality of life. But I think we'll be pacified 99% of the time. I mean, it's going to be so close to reality. So, yeah, that's an interesting app. Just go watch the Black Mirror series on, I think it's Netflix. I think Netflix has it. But the Black Mirror, many of these things are certainly laid out ahead of time. All of the things that could potentially happen through technology. And it's worth a watch, to go back and watch all of them. The first episode, I don't know, it's a little... But I get it. It's the first time I watched the first episode and I thought, oh my gosh, what am I watching? And it was Deliverance. definitely. I started watching the Discovery last night, and I haven't gotten through it. And I'm like, you know, I mean, the idea, I get it, but I don't know the punchline at the end. But anyway. All right, today is Friday. Make it a wonderful Friday. That means it's happy hour later, and then spaces after that. And I love spaces. I love when everybody comes in and talks. But happy hour, I love it. Enjoy it thoroughly because it's me in the Westwood Bar with the lovely Litecoin Lisa. And so go check that out. We're usually live around 5:30 Central Time. Jump in the chat, make some comments. Love to see you. Thanksgiving's coming up next week. You know what? It's Thanksgiving everywhere at Westwood. Every day at Westwood. Everywhere at Westwood. Everywhere and every day at Westwood, it's Thanksgiving and Christmas and whatever you want it to be. All right. Hope you have a wonderful day. I love you all. Trust yourselves. Follow your path. Don't get sucked into the AI. You know, unless they pay you a lot of Litecoin. No, I'm just kidding. Not for sale. Just, well, you know, maybe. Depends what I get back. Fair exchange of goods. All right. Love you all. Have a wonderful Friday. Link is below to the lovely Litecoin Lisa's YouTube channel. Click on that, subscribe, hit the notification bell when we go live later, and I hope to see you in the chat and make some comments in there and say, hey, I'm in here. All right. And then spaces later. I'll be posting that link here in a little bit as far as scheduling that. So set the reminder and show up. All right? Have a wonderful Friday. Love you all. Some more than others.